Okay, let me just clean my lens. Hopefully it looks better. Yeah. Let's discuss about emotion, postnatal emotion. Yeah, postnatal emotion. We are just chatting here, So postnatal, welcome. Just stay if you are interested to. Let's discuss about the emotion. How do we feel after baby is born? For those who are pregnant here, I think it is hard to imagine, right? Even if we have a supporting husband, even if the baby is all well and healthy, in a kind of like we will still feel depressed. It is hard to imagine. So for those who are here and then you think that it is something new, like you don't have to be sad over anything. But postnatal after childbirth, right, we can actually feel sad even with all things right. Like husband is very loving, husband is very understanding, helping out, and then after baby is born, baby is all healthy and all that. You know, it's hard to believe that some new mothers, they are still experiencing some kind of sadness in them. And for no reason. It can be like for no reason. Can you imagine that? Okay. Anybody here who is currently pregnant, put a P in the comment. It is hard to believe, hard to understand how we feel after childbirth. And it can be as serious as in like we are so afraid that we are losing control. It is possible that we are losing control and then we are going to harm the baby or we are going to harm ourselves. It is possible after childbirth. So there's a kind of like losing control of your mind, and then it makes you feel like there's a strong urge to do something. Yeah, strong urge to do something to harm the baby or to harm ourselves. Yeah, it can hit us suddenly. Sometimes it can hit us suddenly. Yeah, so those are the things that we need to be aware of. Like during pregnancy, we already feel a lot of emotion. So today we are just going to talk about emotion. All right. So let me know in the comment. Who are you? Let me know. Are you currently pregnant? Put a P in the comment. Or are you a parent with a young child or young baby? Okay, let me know how old is your baby. Right? Is it months? Like you say 4, I won't know you are referring to 4 years or 4 months old. So let me know if you are a new parent and also how old is your baby. Put in the comment. And let me know how did you feel after childbirth. So for those who are like currently pregnant, it is good to listen. Stay on with me so that it is good to listen, because sometimes certain things just hit us from nowhere. We can have a loving husband and yet there is this kind of sadness in us because the body has gone through so much to birth a baby. Inside, outside, exhausted. You can't explain, you know. Yeah. So and also postnatal care and baby care, these two fields are very specialized field. Yeah. So don't expect others to understand us. At least we need to understand ourselves so that we can make the best use of the situation, and then we can recover well from postnatal. And it is so important. We are in control. No one else is responsible for how we feel and what we go through and our choice. Okay, when we are a new parent, when we have a baby, a new baby is born, a new mother is born. Okay, we take charge so that we have that control. We have that control of like, okay, we are given this situation. Moving forward, what can we do better? How can we change the way we do things? Alright, with the same thing you expect, doing the same thing and expect a different result, of course it is going to be by luck. And if it works already. Alright, if it is not working, we better change the input so that output is different. With the same input, if you are not getting the output you want, okay, change the input. Okay, make sense? Okay, tap on the screen to give me heart shape. Okay, tap on the screen to give me heart shape so that I know you are following. I know you are following. And it is so such a sensitive time, it is really not easy. This morning what happened, I did a home visit, and then the new mother told me that the confinement nanny use, you know, the baby bottle, right? There's a baby bottle brush and different detergent to use and to wash, right? But the confinement nanny actually used the same sponge that we use to wash our plates and cups, right, for the baby bottle. And then the new mom was like, wow, this type of standard cannot lah, not acceptable lah. You know, baby clothes, you have to have a different detergent, and you need to like hand wash or wash it separately from the adults, from the family clothes. Okay, you can't just dump everything in the washing machine and then wash it, because baby dedicated skin. Okay, you must rinse twice, and the detergent you use for the baby will be more gentle. Like shower gel, shampoo, you need to buy the one specific for baby. Can't use our adults same product as us, correct? So when it comes to washing bottles, baby bottles, there's a brush, there is like a different detergent also for all baby, all separate, right? And then you got to sterilize and make sure the cleanliness and all that. The younger they are, the more things you need to do. So as they are growing up bigger, then it is different. But when they are young, and then, you know, I did home visit this morning, and then the new mother told me that the nanny used the same sponge that is for washing the plates and the cups for the whole family, and use the same sponge to wash the milk bottle. Yeah, so it is really not acceptable. So everything postnatal, we are talking about emotion, postnatal emotion. It can be a kind of like worrying, you know, worrying. Yeah, on top of our hormonal changes, on top of what we have gone through to birth the baby during pregnancy, during childbirth itself, and immediately after postnatal, you know, what type of experience we have and all that. You know, on top of that, back home, you have this confinement nanny who is doing like that. And then the confinement nanny also hold the baby, and the new mom is a bit worried that the nanny always easy to fall asleep, because when we are taking care of a newborn, everyone will be tired. Whoever holding the baby will be tired as well. So easy to like baby can just drop on the floor or what. So then it makes the new mother worry. It was makes the new mother worry. So then when we talk about postnatal emotion, right? Oh, I tell you, it is a lot to understand. So the sooner we know, we are aware, right, the better it is. Why? Because then you will be at least aware of the situation. So when we are actually sensing like, something is not my usual self, like I notice this, so then you can like take action. Like when you're experiencing, sometimes we won't know, you know, we won't know. Everything can looks okay, you know, you have a bundle of joy, especially friends, colleagues, and all, okay, relative and all. They feel like, hey, you should be happy. How come you are always very teary, and then how come you are like moody, kind of thing? Like just like there's like how to say, dark clouds over your head like that. Like for no reason you can feel that way after baby is born. Okay, probably is due to like such a big project, the tiredness inside outside that we feel, it can be a bit challenging, okay. Yeah, so during pregnancy it is good to know something about emotion, okay, what to expect. Everything looks okay, bundle of joy, you should be happy, but why is it that we are not happy? It feels like there's a dark cloud over the head. It's like we are moody for no reason, probably because of the hormonal changes from the gestation to lactation. But is it really because of that shift? That's why we are moody sometimes, baby blues. Let's talk about postnatal emotion. And the hormones changes are there for good, because the hormones that hold the baby until the full term will be different when we are birthing the baby. It may be the same hormones, but the higher the relaxing hormones, when we are birthing, we need that. So then after baby is born, it is about the breastfeeding. We no longer need to hold the baby to carry the pregnancy. We no longer need to birth the baby. The baby is already born. Of course, then the hormone change will be to support with the breastfeeding. Is it because of the big shift in the hormones that is causing us like feeling not being ourselves, like more moody, or to the extent that we are losing control, and the strong urge to do something that can harm the baby or ourselves? Is it because of the change of hormones? It is emotions. Yeah, emotions. And those hormones are there for a purpose, at which stage we are in. If we are pregnant, the hormones is to hold and protect the baby until full term. And then when it comes to birthing, then certain hormones will high rock, and then to help us relax, open up, stretch, and then to birth the baby. And postnatal is our breastfeeding. Those hormones changes are there at the right time for us to do our job, to do what needs to be done. Okay, so like hormonal changes as in affects emotion. Yes, it can be, but it's for the purpose of that we need those hormones at different stage, right? So then when it comes to emotion, it can be very, very challenging. Like, okay, like depression is like, I got depression 2 times. After the birth of my 2 babies. But it wasn't like so serious that I was losing control. It wasn't like that. I was experiencing like fatigue, very, very tired. Very, very tired. Yeah. And I did home visit this morning, and then my client told me that her confinement nanny said that she is the type who is more forgetful. So wanted this client, the new mother, to remind her like 3-4 times so that she can remember. But then she also always feel the confinement nanny also always feedback to her that she feel tired and need more rest. And then the night baby care was done by my client, the new mother. So then it gives her stress. Hello, Alicia, we are just talking about postnatal emotion. So if you have any emotion like right now, okay, you let me know. What are the things that you notice in your emotion, in your mood? Okay, and also think about like, oh, thank you for the heart shape. And also think about like when baby was newly born, when you were first back to the hospital ward, how was your feeling? How were you feeling back then? Okay, everyone put in the comment if you have a newborn baby or if you are currently pregnant. Let me know. We are talking about emotion. Is it hard to admit? Like we are jealous? We are kind of like envy? envy others or whatever, jealous of people, or we are angry, frustrated when we are supposed to be nice, a nice person. Uh, where are you located? I'm in Singapore. Where are you from? Martin, let me know. Moody. Okay, moody. What is the cause of the moody? Is it for no reason that you feel like that, or your mood is very much linked to the weather? Because sometimes it's rainy days. Yeah, rainy days. Okay, sometimes in Singapore it's like that. It can be very hot and then suddenly tomorrow will start raining, heavy downpour. Central America. Hello, what is the time over there? Now is 1:31 p.m. in Singapore. Let me know what is your time over there. Central America. Yeah. Okay. Let me know how do you feel, even if you are not a new parent or a pregnant currently. 11:30. Wow, 11:31 p.m. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, like 10 hours difference. Yeah. And you're not sleeping yet, 11:31 p.m. over at Central America. Oh, Alicia, you say anxious. Yeah. It is a lot of emotion. We talk about emotion during pregnancy. During pregnancy, I noticed that many of my clients, right, when the new mothers to be, okay, last time when I was massaging them, I noticed like they always have this they had this fear that's building up. Fear building up when it comes to closer to their expected date of delivery, which is very normal because when I was massaging them, I also breathe through and talk to them, and then thereafter when they know what to expect, right, during childbirth and all that, about breastfeeding, about like labor pain and all that, actually they feel more confident and they feel like it is not that scary. It is not. So it is about information, about information. And we need to be very aware of our emotion. It is challenging. Oh, hello. Yeah, Martin. Martin. Yeah. So I'm not a doctor. Okay, this is many people actually ask me this question. Are you a doctor? I'm not at all medical trained, and I am a baby listener. Let me introduce myself. I'm a baby listener, and I'm a certified baby language instructor, and I am trained in decoding babies cry. So there is meaning encoded in every baby's cry. It's up to us to pick it up and understand and then do just the one thing to calm the baby. That's all. Oh, you have no babies yet. It's okay. You know what? Like I'm in this mommy baby job, right? Like I specialize in being a baby listener. So two things I do. I teach newborn preparation class and I also do baby cries consultation. Like what is keeping them awake, not sleeping. So then when you listen to the baby actually tells you exactly what they need. Once you settle them, okay, sleep can happen. No problem. So then when I'm in this job, right, people tell me like they are married but they don't want kids. I mean it's fine. To me it's like it's fine. And some of them they say that okay, they don't plan to get married. Then I'm fine. I mean it's fine. And some of my client who are they are expecting the second baby, but the girl just don't want to get married. I think it's fine also. It is like everything is like, to me it's like fine. What is the right age to have a baby at this moment? I'm 27. What's the right age? There's no right age. When you are ready, then you talk about it. Yeah. And I do have client, and when you want to get married, it's up to you. Whether you want to have a baby or not, that's up to you. You know, I had one client many years ago. Her friends, among her group, right? Everyone got second child, pregnant, or have already birthed the second child. And this client asked me, Sharon, should I have second child? Up to you. It doesn't mean that other people get married, you got to get married. Other people got second baby, you need to get baby. You need to have baby. Now we are in a different generation. You have a choice. Choose it wisely. Choose the man wisely first. Don't choose because of your hormones. you know, at the age of getting married, and then your hormones, then you can make the wrong choice. Okay, use your logical thinking a little bit. Don't use a lot of emotion. Love need to have the heart, but then uh, uh, you still need a bit of thinking, logical thinking. There are two things I'm more practical. Yeah, I'm more practical. One is do medical checkup. Your future partner, okay, husband, not husband, wife. I always say husband, wife. The girl and the boy, okay, go do medical checkup. Okay, preparing to get married. Haven't married yet. Go check up. Okay, sometimes the genes just can't match unless you don't plan to have babies. Okay, if not, then go for medical checkup. Okay, because there are certain genes that doesn't agree. Yeah, certain things doesn't agree, but certain things can, like, I had one client, right? Her first child was perfectly normal. Her second child, both years don't have the outer ear. You know what is outer ear? This portion, yeah, don't have outer ear. So it's like a thing of like coal inside, one lump thing, and then no outer ear, because the husband was like that. So the first child was perfectly healthy, normal, with the outer ear, hearing, all okay. The husband was one side deaf without the outer ear also, but the other ears was okay. Then the second child born, both ears no outer ear, and then the hearing wise need the hearing aid hearing aid. So one is for like Sing dollar about $7,000 at that time. If you buy two, it is times two. There's no discount for two. One is to hear, the other one is to know where the direction of the sound come from. Yeah, so can be inherited. So then, and then okay, and then another medical checkup. Okay, medical checkup. And then number two is match the birth date lah. The 八字, you can believe in it or you can don't believe in it. Okay, match the 八字. If the 八字agrees, you can get married, but don't expect postnatal you got no depression. During pregnancy everything is okay, everything all smooth sailing, bed of roses. It is not like that. If the fortune teller say after matching, right, not suitable, so you have a choice. If you want to come together because of love can conquer everything. All right, you respect and know the differences. It is your choice, but at least you have some idea and take responsibility of your choice. If that's not the right person for you, Chinese say the stamp, right? You know the stamp traditionally, like you want to post a letter, you paste a stamp, right? You paste a stamp, right? The Chinese say you paste stamp on your eyes, lor. That's why you cannot see properly. So you take full responsibility of your choice. You don't blame like that person, this person, and all that. It's your life, you take charge. What do you want to do? You cannot be everyday complaining, right? It is your choice. So even if you make the right choice, it is your choice. Yeah. So you need to like take control and take charge of your decision. No blaming, because no one else is responsible for how we feel, because they cannot control how you feel. The person want to make you angry, you don't get angry. Can the person control you? Cannot. Okay. There are people who are very happy-go-lucky. They are just happy with themselves. Like nothing else matters. They just want to keep themselves happy. Can you make this type of people sad? Yeah, nobody is responsible for how you feel. But when it comes to postnatal time, right, it is a bit sensitive. Many first-time new mothers, right? Many first-time new mothers, they feel very stressful. You know why? Because many reasons when it comes to baby care. Okay, I ever went for home visit. I say, wow, your home is so like New Year time. It feels like, wow, it's so joyful. And then with a newborn, and then my client told me, Sharon, I feel very stressed. I said, huh? You feel very stressed? Why? It's like, why? Cannot imagine, Yeah, it's so happy, and then everybody, the grandparents, the mother, father, the in-laws, both of them, everyone there. Then I asked my client, why are you feeling like stressed? Oh, because when it comes to baby care, right, two elders, right, the in-laws and her own parents, they have contradicting baby care opinion. So like what to use and what method to use. Okay, then she's stressed. So the stress, okay, then what do you do? Engage confinement nanny, oh. So someone just take care of the what lah, just. But confinement nanny also the same batch as the elders, ma. So it's another confusing thing. And sometimes the confinement nanny, hold the baby, fell asleep, and then the baby also sleep and drop. Yeah, so like when they change diaper, then there's that you need to change diaper. There's a marking there you can see, but sometimes confinement nanny they didn't know. Or hygiene wise, the way they handle food or the way they do the bottle washing of the bottle. uh, yeah, so then or leave the mother to, like, at night, leave the baby to the mother, and then the nanny cannot do the night care. So it can be very stressful for the new mother. And many times the new mother, right, when they have when they when they when the in-laws especially not our own mother, right, when the in-laws are helping out, okay, they are not just helping out, they are just like they were a kind of like, um how to say, they want to have a say in everything, which can be very stressful for the new mother. Because like, why do you spend so much? Why do you eat so much? Why you haven't slimmed down? Why you haven't slimmed down? And then why do you buy expensive things? And this, everything they have a say. And it gives the new mother a lot of stress, emotionally wise. Postnatal, right? Okay, when it comes to after childbirth, it can be a very sensitive time. It can be a very sensitive time. Why? Because we are very sensitive. Postnatal time, we are, after childbirth, we tend to be more sensitive. Yeah. And then if our mother say the same thing to us, you are fat, okay, we may not take it to heart. But then if the mother-in-law say that, why you haven't lose weight, it can be like, huh? Like, huh? Why you say that to me? Like, I mean, not your daughter, like, why do you say like just things blindly to me? It's like not acceptable to me. So it can be very sensitive time. And let me explain why like Alicia, you are saying like you feel anxious, okay? Anxious, and then yeah, you feel anxious, moody. Sometimes, how to say, when we know that the survival of the baby depends fully on us, right? Who will not be anxious? You tell me. You put the strongest man in the world to take care of a newborn. That strongest man in the world, right, will also get depression, right? Will also feel anxious. Will also feel moody. That little one, the strong man, can still feel moody. Yeah, it is just part and parcel of life. At times when we are fully in charge of some a little life, right, that huge responsibility. Who will not feel anxious? Who will not feel moody? Tired lah, tired. So tiring. Do you agree? It's so tiring. Yeah. And okay, we need to understand and protect ourselves. All right. Postnatal, I always tell my students in the parents lah, in my newborn preparation class. Okay. Postnatal, don't talk too much. Don't talk too much. You don't explain things. People won't understand you one. Okay. Don't talk too much. Don't reserve your energy to rest more, because when you talk, right, you use up a lot of energy, and the warmth actually goes out. So you want to reserve your energy and don't let the energy goes out, so you don't talk too much. And when it comes to talking and all that, husband speak up on behalf, whether it's with the elders, with the with the who you think this helper. Sometimes helper you can't help it because it is a male dominated country. So where they are from, right, it is still male dominated. Even if you are the one who pay the salary to the maid, all right, or the helper, they don't respect the woman as much as the sir, as much as your husband. So sometimes you just need the husband to talk. Listen more music. Yes, the music that you love that is very inspiring to you. So if let's say if you are a Christian, right, if you are used to listening to those inspiring songs, the Bible verse, Christian songs, continue to do it. Or things that makes you, what music makes you relaxing. Okay, it can be like a wide range. Yeah, so listen to more music, correct. Listen to more music. It is really makes a difference. Really makes a difference. And certain music they have a kind of like it can change your brain wave to make you more relaxed. Like instant shift to another planet already. Sometimes we just need listening religious song. Yes, very inspiring and very it just have that magic effect on you and a lot of people as well. Yeah, religious song it is very very it just pick you up, just pick you up. And don't expect others to understand us. Postnatal, this type of thing, what people understand about postnatal is confinement nanny, extra help, food delivery, confinement food delivered to your home, and then you may arrange for part-time helpers for 2 weeks 1 month to help out with the basic things so that you get rest. And then what else, postnatal massage, belly rub, that's what we all know. And breast massage, that's what we all know. But what about the emotion? Like you should be happy, why are you sad, full stop. Or this person got depression, full stop. They don't know much. It is a very specialized area. Very, very specialized area. So don't expect others to understand you. And when it comes to elders, right, they always make us feel either supported, either very awesome or very lousy lah. Like everything also want to talk. uh okay, forgive everyone, forgive yourself. Okay, if you feel like you are being attacked, like there's no protection, no one is protecting you, forgive others, forgive yourself, because postnatal time is a very sensitive time. And don't expect people to understand you. Don't expect people to understand. You can be depressed, people still give you more stress because they didn't know that they are giving you more stress by what they say and what then it's like can hit you quite hard. Like to me it's like, wow, you scared I never die, is it? Like already so exhausted, you want to give me more work. It's like it doesn't make sense. I can tell you is not many people are very well trained in postnatal, even though they are in the service of caring for the postnatal mothers. If it is so easy, okay, before I have shop, this is the 6th year I have shop, right? Previously I do all home visit, and I started off with baby massage lesson. I teach doing one-to-one like home visit, and then I also do pre-postnatal, all right, and I'm also a postpartum doula. If it is so easy to build a team, I would have built a team, not only because I don't have business mind, but because they are not up to my standard. If it is so easy, right? If it is so easy to train those people who are elderly, right? I would have done so already. You understand? If I can teach parents, I can teach helper, I can teach confinement nanny. But they learn already, they will apply or not? They won't. They won't. They will use their own method. They would think that it is easy. Everyone will need to feel important. The basic human needs is to feel important, is to be in our kind of like comfort zone. Because when you move out of your comfort zone, trying new things, it can be scary. You can have a lot of fear because of that. Okay, so you don't expect the elders to be so easily trained. No, yeah, no, not so easy. Yeah. So that's why I don't work with people. And then okay, for my age, I can tell you, don't take things too hard, because we need to understand postnatal time, our emotion is a bit sensitive. Everything can trigger us. Last time I did one home visit, and the mother was crying because of why? Aircon too hot. Why the aircon is so hot? Why the air that blow out is so hot? Already so hot. And then she was very frustrated, very irritated, very what. And then the husband also like staring, was standing there and staring at the aircon like and then yeah, he is also he was also like very very stressed out, because the wife suddenly like so kind of like a sudden change in like, because engorged, I went to her for the engorgement massage, and the baby was very newly born. Engorgement massage. So here pain, then not comfortable, soreness after breastfeeding. So it really affects. And then it's very hot. If it is cooling, your mood will be different. Yeah. Correct or not? Yeah, so it can hit anytime one. It can hit anytime one. And okay, and you see, for my age, I can explain to you why sometimes the nanny of their age and all that, they can say things or do things differently or what. All right, always like saying like, why you need to spend so much money. All right, I have a choice. I teach in my newborn preparation class. You can spend, but you don't have to overspend. What are the things you need to buy? What are things that you don't have to buy expensive? What are things you need to buy branded? So I have a choice. I can express it in my newborn preparation class. All right, but you know, for why is it that the elders, right, always tell like, why you spend so much? Because why? Because why? A very easy to understand concept is like, value of money is different. Value of money is different, right? Like last time, like 10 over years ago, when I bought my the flats, right, it cost this much. And then after that, it was like not increase a few thousand, After a year, it was like increased by 100,000. It's not a few thousand, a few tens thousand. It's 100,000, And then like today's value, right? You look at the same house, it costs so much more, like double or what. It is like crazy. It's money value, the value of money back then and now. So naturally they will find that this expensive, that expensive, and all that is normal. Money value is different. And last time our earning and now the earning also different. But we won't know how much you earn, right? Because last time our job, we may start off with a few $100s. Yeah. All right. And now it's like, of course, it will not be that price anymore. Value, the money value, the inflation and all that. And then today's pricing. So of course they will feel like, why do you buy this, buy that? And really, in today's how to say, like now, right, there are many baby fair, mommy market, those kind of thing. It's like buy, 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 buy. Yeah, Starbucks is at least $8. Alicia, I'm not a coffee person. To me, there's no difference between how much you drink the coffee at the what, at the coffee shop, because I'm not a tea and coffee person. Maybe $1 something, and the $8, right? To me, no difference. Still taste bitter. Still taste bitter. The coffee or the Milo or cocoa or whatever, with you use the milk, right, and then you make into a leaf. To me, without I also can drink. I don't have to pay extra to have that one. Pay $8. Wow, yeah, it's like, if you go with me, I tell you, same, thank you. If you go out with me, I think you really vomit blood, the Chinese expression, like vomit blood. What this Sharon, you go traveling with me, or you go with me, I think you won't enjoy. I am not the type who if I bring my kids out, right, without my husband, I say, don't order that cocoa with that leaf thing cost a few dollars. Don't need. Go back home, make Milo, you drink yourself. I'm not into it, no. You prefer KPT? What is KPT? What's KPT? Define it. Yeah, so then it is like funny thing. Oh yeah. I prefer like yeah. Yeah. We like $1 plus kind of thing can. Oh, that day I went to this where you call this? Uh what bin or what Suddenly forgotten. There's a few selling the tea, coffee, right? At 3 p.m. I was meeting other business owner. We had a small gathering, and then I was ordering like tea with milk. Well, it cost me $2.50. Big cup, 3 p.m. After that, the whole night I couldn't sleep. The whole night I couldn't sleep. Just like awake lor. And then until I thought, wow, die lor. Then Saturday, right, it was a Friday afternoon. And then the whole night I couldn't sleep. And then the following day I was teaching the newborn preparation class for the whole day. And then I was thinking how to survive. Wow, it lasts so long, And I didn't feel tired, until like afternoon, lunchtime, 12:30. Then I started to yawn a bit. But I still didn't feel very tired. I was able to teach the whole day. Wow! Sometimes we just can't. Postnatal, don't drink tea, coffee to keep yourself awake. Cannot. Because we are tired, we just need to rest. You cannot have this type of because our nervous system is already a bit with a baby where we cannot really sleep very deeply, right? And then you are still having this tea and coffee is a bit too irritating to the nervous system. I think it's a bit too much. Yeah, a bit too much. So then, okay, when it comes to elders, like why, sometimes people just need to vent their frustration, their anger, and women, we always need to have a circle of support, So that's why I share. Men, they are very lonely lah. You don't expect the husband to know what to do, to know how to support you when they don't even have education, knowledge about it. Okay, about the baby care. They never learn, they never know how to support you. Okay, or they change diaper. Wow, they never use wet wipe to wet the buttock to keep it fresh and clean. They just change, and then sometimes the urine can be a bit sticky and all that. They just change diaper. They don't know. Never learn how to know. And do they have a role model to model after when they become a new first time daddy? They don't have. Our parents, right, unless your father or his father is the one who hands on. Because in some families, right, it is the father or the husband doing hands on with the baby. It is not the mother. So in some families they are like that. And then the husband, if the father, his father is also hands-on type, right? Like when he was young, it was the daddy who hands-on the baby care. Then he will have a role model because then he can ask the father all this how to do and all that can. But in normal family situation, right? You don't expect because the father is your husband is a first time daddy, right? He knows everything. Not possible. Not possible. He can help you to Google, but it is not possible. And end up, if both husband and wife during pregnancy, they never attend newborn preparation class, especially my newborn preparation class, because I focus a lot on the family bonding. Family bonding and understand the cries. So with a crying baby, you can't bond. Husband and wife can also quarrel. Like I say, it's tired. How come you say it's hungry? Then now fall asleep. How do you explain? So when the baby is that few kilos, when they are hungry, they cry. They cry. And then when they finally come to your breast, suck a few suck, they really got no energy. They not cough already. Like not because they are full, not because they are tired. Their tiredness is because they cry until the point of exhaustion. Okay? Yeah, we cannot take care of a baby without understanding what is the cry, without understanding the stages of development. Yeah, because we are supposed to be there to guide and lead them. Okay, you can't just let the child do, like I've seen like people use those type of activities and toys for the child, but the child is already like 15 months old. It is not about that toys, but that toys is about for younger babies. You see? Yeah, it's not like play, you play time. You need to know like at what age play what type of activities that can actually help them with their growth and development, and also like before sleep what should you do, and all that is a lot of details. It's not just like someone is there be with the baby. If you're a stay-home mom and you just want to be with your baby, I don't see much point in it, because eventually you will feel a kind of emptiness. Who am I? What am I doing? Yeah, especially when we birth our child a bit late, right? There's a kind of identity. There's a kind of a loss of identity. Yeah, that can make you into a moody mood also, no? And eventually into depression. It's like you're totally lost in life. What the hell you're doing? Like why? Sometimes it can be so tough for the new mother that like why did I in the first place get married? And then why did I have decided to have a baby? Like what the hell am I doing? Sometimes you self-doubt and you question yourself. Like why did I put myself in such a situation? Yeah, you can never enter into something life-changing event without preparing for what to expect. Yeah, including myself. I make a big mess out of my postnatal, big mess. And there are a few aspects of childbirth. I only prepare myself up to the point of birth. So what if my birth both my birth were perfect, and then so what? When it comes to baby care, postnatal care, everything was a big mess. And then nobody understood me. They only know like this person depressed, full stop. Yeah, don't expect people to understand you, because those are very specialized area. And then when it comes to like as the baby was a bit big, I was still very, very depressed. I was still very, very low in energy. I got more tears than breast milk. And then I felt like nobody understood me at all, no. And then more stress. The way they talk to me and the way they expect me to do things and all that. Like even my husband scolded me "废物 ah." 废物 is like trash and rubbish lah, like you no use kind of thing. Don't know how to take care of baby. Like depressed already, you still have these people attacking you, and it's husband some more. So don't expect them to understand us. Don't expect the elders to understand us, because they went through the difficult time. They also don't understand why you need postnatal massage and belly wrap. They also don't understand why you need to buy so many things, because their time they never have all these. And why do you need confinement nanny? Why do you need helper? They also don't understand the thing. Like you are spending my son's money. Even if you are earning your money, like everything my son spend, everything my son yeah, is his mother. What do you think? And we cannot complain about the husband to the mother. You complain to the wrong people. Hello. You more stress. The wise mother-in-law will go and hammer the son. But how many wise mother-in-law around? Is your mother like that also? Your sister-in-law complain to your mother and your mother can hammer your brother? Is it like that also? Don't expect that. Don't expect that. So when nobody understood me and I was very depressed, I was searching for answer. Like, what did I do wrong? What did I do wrong? Like, I hold my baby also wrong. I breastfeed also cannot criticize. Yeah, because in their generation, they cannot hold the baby too much. That's why they have the sarong, not the sarong, the yaolan. That is the, what you call, the spring, what you call that? Yaolan, what you call that? Spring cord. Yeah. So it feels like always being held, and then when they move a little, when they are in the light sleep, okay, moving into deep sleep, we normally need to use soothing techniques to get them back to sleep. But with the spring cord, right, they move a little bit. You don't have to put the machine on. You don't have to purposely go and shake them too hard, swing them too hard. No, it's not meant to be used like that. But when they are newborn, when they wake up a bit, they stretch a bit, it feels like being held, and then it feels like being rocked again. Easier for them to fall back to sleep. Isn't it awesome? And then when they face down, you think will have a cord death or not? No lah, because the cloth, right, got holes on, it's breathable. But because the cord, thank you. I know you are appreciating this. It makes sense to you. Thank you for the heart shake. Just tap, 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 and then give me more heart shake. Like and share if you think that we are chatting very well. But basically, I'm the one chatting. And then cord selling, baby cord. Hello. Moshi. Good morning. Now it's Singapore time, 2:06 p.m. in the afternoon. Tell me what time is it in your country. Tell me what time is it in your country. So the baby cot costs like at least 100 plus a few hundreds. All right. And the spring cot is like, can be cheap lah, can be cheap lah. Don't need to cost a few hundreds. All right. Or you can drill a hole at the ceiling and then just let it hang. It doesn't take up space anyway. Just put a mattress below on the floor, that's all. That's all. And don't just yao, keep like harder and harder. No. You want harder? I pat your buttock one or not? Pat harder one, you know. So you don't have to use it in the wrong way. You use it appropriately. Even you travel, they are not used to like rock to sleep like that. They can sleep anywhere also. Hello. When I'm sharing baby tips, right, the commonly asked question is, are you a doctor? All right. Okay. Let me introduce myself. I'm Sharon, the baby listener, and I'm a certified baby language instructor, and I'm trained in decoding babies cry. Yeah. So that means to say, if a parent give me a video recording of her baby, and then during the private consultation, I'll be able to tell the parents what the cry is about, and what is the right remedy to calm the baby. Okay, so I'm the baby listener. I'm not a baby doctor. All right, so basically what I do is I do two things. One is I teach newborn preparation class. The other thing is I do private baby cries consultation. Once you know what is the cry about, you will know what to do to calm the cry, and then baby will sleep after that. If you don't know what the baby is crying about and you try to do this, that, 10 things to do, it won't calm the baby because you just miss out the thing that baby is crying for. So what it means is, for example, I just give you one example. What do I mean by listening to their cries? Listening to their cries. So what it means is, all right, so if your baby is crying, nah, that means your baby is hungry. Okay? So if your baby is crying nah, the word nah, then your baby is hungry. So for example, if your baby is saying all right, that means your baby is asking you to burp, because they can't do anything on their own. They need help with everything for their survival. Okay, they need help with everything. So I'm the baby listener, Sharon. Yeah, I'm a certified baby language instructor, and I'm trained in decoding babies' cries. I teach newborn preparation class, and I do baby cries consultation. So that is Sharon. Okay? If you understand, tap on the screen to give me heart shape. So I know you understand. So alright, so then after my baby was bigger, I finally had a helper, because first child we don't feel the need to have helper, and then second one, then Moshi, thank you for following me on TikTok, and then until all the big mess. Okay, finally I wanted to figure out like why was I like that? Why was I like I wanted to understand myself. Like no one understood me. Like was I asking was I asking um was I asking for too much for others from others or what? Okay, I want and I was I like why was I blamed for something that I didn't do wrong? Like it was like it hit me very hard because I didn't have good relationship with my mother. My mother would be 85 this year if she was alive. Okay, and she was always like siding too much to the son, to my two brothers, instead of and totally like very minimum love is there, but then very hard to express the love because their generation, especially when she was born in the year of tiger, I don't sure whether you understand. Like in this generation, you may not understand what it means. But they are born in the year of tiger. If people like the family gave her up for adoption, because you know the tiger is like in Chinese family, it is not a good sign because tiger is very fierce and tiger can kind of like curse the family. So she was given up for adoption. Okay, and somehow it was very kind of creating some something in her lah. So when she see girls, right, and then when you hear of such cases, you will never understand. Like she is also a woman. Why she's so harsh on another woman? Okay, how many of you don't understand this also? Put in the comment. Me, M-E. Do you understand why she is a woman and yet she cannot love, like treat the woman well? Why? The daughter-in-law or the daughter, like I'm the only girl. I have two brothers, but I'm the only girl. Why cannot love? Why cannot love? And I look like her also. And my girl looks like me. My girls look like me when I was looking at her. I say, such a cute little girl. Looks like mommy. So cute. And then I suddenly felt sad, you know. Yeah, I suddenly felt sad like my mother didn't love me even though I looks like her. Wow, can have flashback sometimes. Why our mood after postnatal can have a flashback? Because it reminds us of whatever unresolved family issue with our parents, with our siblings, yeah, years back. It can be like that. That's why a lot of things can come out, our emotion. Yeah, why is it that the woman cannot, she's also a woman, but why cannot, yeah, she was also a woman, why cannot love the daughter or daughter-in-law? As long as you're a woman, she won't like you. Like why? Because we are the reflection of her own weakness. Because women, that generation, they cannot control their destiny. They cannot control their life. Yeah. But remember in today's time, right, a lot is about education, a lot is about learn knowledge, a lot is about you make a choice because there are so many therapies around, and it is not, how to say, embarrassing. It is not, like when we need help, we speak up. There is nothing embarrassing. It's nothing like making you lose face or what. No I always go for therapy. So what? I'm very emotional person. I take charge of my own emotion. Yeah, I can be depressed. After that, when you see me, you ask, "Hey, Sharon, how are you? How am I? What do you mean by how am I?" I totally totally forgotten about it. Yeah, it's over. It's over. I don't go and remember. Like to people around me, like, hey, why are you sad? I also can't remember. Over already. Just emotion is like that. It comes and go. Things that stay too long, then you need to take action. There are many things that you can do. Many things that you can do. For example, I show you. You know what do emotional people do? I have a whole set. Surprise! I have a whole set of Bach flower remedy. I need a box. So like if let's say you have a kind of like cloudy dark clouds over your head, like you just feel moody for no reason. So mustard lah. Mustard is the remedy for that. If you feel like you are out of control, what is the one which is out of control? If you feel like overwhelming responsibility, taking care of a baby, overwhelming, okay? Overwhelming. So there is also this it can help you to balance your emotion, that you don't have to feel overwhelmed. You don't have to feel overwhelmed. What is sweet almond? All right. Yeah, if you want some kind of protection, walnut is the thing. Walnut is the remedy. And also, if you have what else? Cherry plum. Okay, let me find where's the cherry plum. Okay, let me see. Oops. Okay. Let me see. If you are feeling losing control, where's cherry plum? If you think that you are hurting yourself, there's a strong urge for you to if you think that, okay, this is cherry plum. If you think that you are losing control, there's a strong urge that you need to harm yourself or harm the baby. Okay, cherry plum is the one that helps you to balance your emotion. Once you are balanced, you are okay. Emotion just come and go. Yeah, it's a thing that helps you to manage better. Okay, cherry plum. And then if you are feeling like self-pity, self-pity, where is it? Willow is the remedy for self-pity. Like this is a very bad emotion, like you pity yourself. Myself poor thing. Oh, that is very, very bad. Okay, so just take this, just a few drops in your drink, in your soup, in your sandwich, in your rice. Oh, done already. Or in the little bit of water, just sip. Okay, done already. Okay. Sometimes I blend it for my mommy client, and then when you feel like, you know what is crab apple for? Crab apple is for like the stitches, or sometimes you feel like it is like you need some cleansing. So this is like crab apple is for cleansing. So it's like there are helps around. You can, because I attended the course, so I can do self-help. But of course, for people who are you can't just you just can't just do it on yourself, not like that lah. Okay. So then if you feel disappointed and disheartened, right, feel disappointed and disheartened, or you can feel that way, feel disappointed and disheartened. There's this gentin or gentin. Yeah, so there are helps around, or just book a session with like just Google, like if you want referral, then you let me know. You know, just go for a session. This one can be like instant mood. Okay, just take drink, done, more balance. Or I sometimes blend for myself a 3-week treatment bottle for myself. And for my clients, sometimes I also blend like 3 weeks. Then every day you drop few drops, then okay already. Emotion comes and go. The emotion cannot define you. You are more than your emotion. Emotion you can manage. You can what? But it's just to sense when it is coming. Then you need to what? Okay. If you feel like despair, you know, like 世界末日 like the world is going to end. Wow, despair. Where's the sweet almond? Sweet chestnut lah, not sweet almond. Sweet chestnut is the one. If you totally like, wow, like there's no way out, that like 世界末日 like that, like despair. You know the feeling of despair. You all never experienced that. Like there's no light in the tunnel one. It's like all dark. It's like wow, collapse. The whole sky collapse already. That type of feeling. Like no hope, no what, despair. Alright, this is the sweet. So when we are out of balance, we just need to balance. That's all. Alright. And then there are many therapies around and all that too. Or just do an energy clearing session. Okay one no problem lah. Yeah. I have this mommy care module, right, where I share with my client, like what can they do if they need help. Daddy, I can't help. Daddy, you can go for because women naturally we have a circle of support, but then we will normally join a mother's group or what we are active, But for the guys, traditionally they are not in like in group one. Their makeup is different. So if they want to have support, then it must be from a male. So that you can role model. Okay, someone who is wise and someone who have gone through. So if you want to have like an energy level, okay, this Remy, she is this Remy. Okay, you can also engage her for a clearing session, sometimes with baby. Anything that you feel like she is like you need to understand, like you always worry for your baby, like how this affect baby, how that affect baby, how is your baby doing. If you're very like there's still okay, Alicia, I will answer your question later. So then you better book just because after the session she will give you the report and the insights and all that. You know what is going on. How the birth affects your baby. You have some insight. Alright, so what is your concern? You just tell her. She is Remy. She's a Japanese lady. So when my father went through the Second World War during the teenage time. Yeah. And when he was sick in the hospital, he passed away 2 years ago. So if he was alive, he would be 92 years old. Okay. So then I engaged her, right, to do energy clearing on a regular basis for my father, because besides visiting my father in the hospital or at home, then what else can I do? Just see only for what? So must be something. Of course I touch, because the sense of touch is very, very different. You don't just been there and then visit your anyone who is sick or elderly. You must go with the sense of touch. Like baby massage is very good for baby. For the elders also, the sense of touch is very good. So if we are not in the culture that we always hug them and say sweet things, it's like, are you abnormal or not? Then we like pretend is it, are you cold? Then because old people can be cold, so then you touch the hand, hold for a while, or touch the feet, hold for a while. Last time I shaved my father's hair almost botak already, no hair already. So I shaved his hair a bit, and then I helped to cut his nail. I helped to wash the denture. Yeah, you can do something like this. You can hold the hand. So then, besides that, what else? I engage her to clear some energy, because they will need a lot of things to clear. Because my father, when he didn't feel safe to drink water. He said, I cannot drink so much water. But he was actually not drinking enough. And then like phlegm, right, want to cough out, almost can cough out up here already, still swallow back. How to get well like that? So then then I feedback to Remy. And I didn't tell my father, right, about Remy, because he went through the Second World War. He would hate the Japanese, right? And I cannot tell her like the therapist is engaging. Cannot don't because at that time he was sick also. But his pass away was very, very perfect. My brother, my sister-in-law, right, really took care of my father very well. And then the funeral and all that, they spent all the money on. I had never spent. Very, very well, very well. And the passing, that moment, right, me and my daughter was there to witness like he passed on. Like it was like the ending was perfect lah. His life. So this Remy, she is using emotional body code, emotion code, and MAP method. Okay, these are not like superficial thing or supernatural thing. No, it is can learn one. It's normal. I can learn one. Yeah. So emotion wise, it is what it is yeah lah, at energy level can, especially when you are very emotional person, energy works, and this Bach remedy will work very well for you. Don't go for talk therapy. Yeah, don't go for talk therapy. It's harder for us. You do energy clearing, you can immediately feel the difference. Yeah, after every session. So okay, Alicia, to answer your question, this one is Bach remedy, BACH. Yeah, this is the energy of the flowers, the energy of the flowing water, because there's one that is rock water, it's not from flowers. So the rest are all from flowers. Flowers has a different properties, and this is by Dr. Edward, and he was a trained Western doctor. Yeah, he was the one who came out with this one. Yeah, with all the emotion, you can find it here. Yeah, you can find it here. It's like 38 remedies. 38 remedies. So then, this one is the essence. So if you smell, there's no smell. It's not essential oil. The way we do it is like no, this one is ionic. But the way they do this is like a bowl of flowers and fill up with water. The way they harvest and all that, of course, you cannot contaminate it. And then direct sun method, yeah, or boiling method, like essential oil, like boiling method. I have diploma in aromatherapy, but the thing is aromatherapy, right? We have a kind of like babies. We spend a lot of money, and then Bach flower remedy, the lifespan is longer, and the shelf life is longer, because they use like alcohol to preserve it, a very little bit as a preservative. Compared to essential oil, if essential oil is very expensive, depending on what oil, but it's very expensive. But this is not that expensive. This is like the price of a lower range of the essential oil. Like if you have lemongrass, those kind of oil, right? It is like $10 over. This one is also like $10-20 per bottle. Yeah. But essential oil is like 2x lah. To me is 2x. So I never like the idea of like that. That's why I like this. Okay? Yeah. Yeah. So when the emotion is balanced, then it's better. Especially sometimes baby like during the birth process and then very highly unsettled. Then this one can use for never mind, can just do the energy clearing by Remy. That will be good enough. Okay. Yeah, when we talk about emotion, just don't take things to heart. Just don't take. It's a very sensitive time. We do take in everything. Babies newly born, they take in all things from their environment. They take in all things from their environment because they don't know how to filter. They are new in the world. They don't know how to filter information, and all. They can get overwhelmed. For new mothers, right? We also very sensitive. We can take in every things that is being said to us. So you just need to have some boundaries lah. And the kind of boundaries is the husband who help to speak on our behalf, and it's the husband like master bedroom. Most of the time, you leave the door accessible to everyone, just coming in, just don't need to knock, don't need to ask permission. They just come in. So in my newborn preparation class, in one of the module, I always tell the husband, set it as a rule, because most of the time you'll be half naked or what. You're breastfeeding, and then husband can be half naked, only wearing the shorts. So you don't have anybody just enter your room like that. you need to like go to the door and then people knock and like don't just come into the room. That's how you protect your space. If you have no boundaries, no what even third party can just come into your marriage. That is very true, very real. Yeah, so then you have to protect. Hello Rayan, you have to protect. Okay, I'll be trying to go on live YouTube as well. Okay, stay tuned with me. Go and like my YouTube channel. It's youtube.com, right, /mommy baby, baby listener Sharon. Yeah, the ads, baby listener Sharon is the same, like the TikTok. All right, go ahead and like my, subscribe to my YouTube also. Subscribe to my YouTube also. You have to find it yourself because in the click on the bio, right, I never put it there. Maybe I should, huh? You can search for it on youtube.com /ads baby listener Sharon. Okay. Is there any question? Is there any question? I think everyone is good. Everyone is good. Yeah. Thank you for joining. Thank you for joining. Nice, right? Nice chat, right? It is like that for postnatal parents. Actually, we don't need much thing. We just need someone to understand and see us where we are at. Yeah, it's not that we go crazy. It's not that we whatever postnatal depression, baby blues, whatever. We have to gain back ourselves, like to know really what we are doing. Okay. If you are a stay-home mom, anybody stay-home mom, I mean not as in you are during confinement, but stay-home mom, if you are a stay-home mom, then you don't just stay home with your baby and then you do cleaning, you do cooking. That's not being a stay-home mom. Stay-home mom, you have to look at the different stages where your baby is at, which stage of growth and development based on their age. And then what can you do to create activities that's appropriate for them. And then if you always carry, of course, then there's no tummy time, there's no floor time. Then how do you expect baby to turn over? Then how do you communicate with them? Different stages, different thing. But basically, don't miss out on how to understand your baby. Understanding what your baby wants. If they're hungry, there must be a way to tell you. So baby language is applicable from 0 day to up to 11 months. Up to 11 months. When your baby is hungry, when your baby needs something, you cannot don't know, especially hungry. And what I've seen is many parents, number one is they bring up the baby too soon. It requires a very skillful parents to do that, but they totally neglect it. Number two is they are kind of like how to say, as long as baby is not making noises, as long as baby is calm, they are not interested to go deeper in to find out what baby wants. Yeah. So it makes a whole world of difference. Yeah. It makes a whole world. Ha ha ha. Okay. If you have any more question, okay. Let me introduce. This Sunday I have a 2-hour free class. Singapore 10:30 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. So if you are in Singapore and if you are currently pregnant, okay, do click on my bio to check out the 2-hour free class. The 2-hour free class for pregnant couples. And also, if you have other friends or colleagues or whoever you know who are currently pregnant, okay, recommend them to come for my 2-hour free class. Then you will learn a lot of baby tips. Okay? Thank you for joining until now. Okay. Thank you. I see you. Bye-bye.